Can you just say your name, spell it, and
My
title?
name is Brad Karger, Karger, Marathon County Administrator.
Awesome. So, just briefly, so the 584 whatever was approved, but you guys were shooting for 2 million originally.
Right.
Okay.
The county board decided to authorize the cost of the temporary shoring restabilization of the facility at $584,000. It also gave some sufficient to design with the engineers that we're working with a permanent solution. We'll be coming back with a better, closer figure to what that might cost and what our approach might be in 2 weeks at the regular meeting. For a while, it looked like this board might not, because of the 2/3 majority requirement, might not authorize any money, which would have basically allowed my authority to continue the shoring, but not to pay the bills. And would have put us all in a very difficult situation. It would have been hard to bring back. I don't think that was the intent of the people who voted no. I think they were actually thinking that rather than breaking and coming back with a new number, going with the initial $2 million figure. What I can tell you is that $2 million is just our best estimate. Okay, and it just came up today. I mean, we've only been at this for a couple of weeks. In 2 weeks, we'll have a better estimate, and I think that what they said was actually an improvement over the recommendation I made to them.
And what kind of costs will taxpayers see with this?
Well, they'll see the cost of all of it. And this is a taxpayer-funded facility, and the taxpayers in Marathon County will foot the bill for the repair.
And what would you say to tell them that this is worth it?
Well, it's necessary to protect the safety of the people who are inmates in that jail, the general public who walks by the jail, and the employees who work in the jail.
And would you say that had this not been approved tonight, that the taxpayers would have potentially seen more costs had it taken more time?
The trade-off that I described today was the elimination or the loosening of the request for proposal process, which takes 6 months. We normally follow these procedures, and the reason we follow them is it uses the market forces of competition to drive down price and get us the best value. But in this case, the 5 months would have put the project on hold right through the whole winter. We have additional snow loaded and additional weight that would be borne, plus there'd be inmates out of town, plus we'd have to transport those inmates back and forth to court hearings, plus we have a contingent of jailers that we'd find other work for, or we'd lay them off, but when we came back, we'd find out that in this work environment, they already have other jobs. So we'd incur the job of recruiting all over again. There's just a lot of complications about putting this on hold. We are committed trying to get the best value for the taxpayer. We believe the best value for the taxpayer is a temporary walk away from the standard bid procedures for a public works project.
And then for those that may not know, what does sum-summation mean for the engineering costs?
Some sufficient is what it means,
Sufficient.
whatever it costs. You know what, just go get the work done, work with them to keep the bill down, make sure that it's all relevant to the project at hand, and whatever that amount comes to be, we'll make the transfer.